All right, so this in this problem, still another adding, subtracting rational expressions. Okay, so and again, I put the solution, your solution side by side, so we can compare, and also we can correct, for best practices anyway. All right, so this is your problem. Looking at the problem, we're subtracting two rational expressions, but you notice we don't really need to get the greatest common factor because they're the same exact factor. Okay, so for me, instead of writing my equal sign here, I'm just gonna write it below, which would have been the same as what you did. Okay, you wrote your answers below. Okay, the only suggestion that I have for you is to add your equal sign here. Okay, add your equal sign so we can follow through your thought process. Okay, so this is my equal sign. Now my greatest common factor is 3x squared. I mean 3x plus 1. Okay, so since they are the same exact thing, then therefore I could just combine them in one denominator, 3x plus 1. Okay, now if you want to make 3x plus 1, this fraction here already has 3x plus 1. So it's just a matter of copying that, 9x squared minus, well, this is also 3x plus 1, so you don't need to multiply anything with 1. You just drop the 1. Okay? Now, I think in your head you were doing that and then you factored it. That's why you have this part right here, which is correct. This is not correct. Although you scratched it, this would have been the correct one. Okay? You do that and then you factored from here, you factored it. This numerator you factored this way, which is correct, but then you still added the minus 1. That made it wrong. Okay? So let's review that again. I can see that you have this part of the solution. This would have been correct. You did not need to remove that. Okay? And then I can see that after you got this, you factored this numerator into this 2, which is correct. Now remember, these two factors already took care of the 9x squared minus 1. So there is no need for this minus 1 extra. Okay, this is the one that made it wrong. This would have been just fine. Okay, and then after that, so you have this, which is this part. I'm gonna make an equal sign again. You see this? I'm gonna line up my equal sign. This is my bar. I know I can factor this because just like what you did in here, so that would be 3x plus 1 and 3x minus 1 over 3x plus 1. I can put that in parentheses. So now, in the numerator, they're both subtraction, multiplication. In the denominator, I only have one thing. So therefore, I can cancel this out. And therefore, my final answer, I'm just going to write it in here because I don't have space below. That will be 3x minus 1. Where x cannot be equal to negative 1/3, which is when you set the denominator to 0. Okay? All right.